What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So this is something that really interests me. When I was in the live stream today, we were talking about the Bitcoin ETF. We were talking about BlackRock. We were seeing a lot of things that were happening in the market. And yes, while we are flowing around this level and seeing the consolidation is always good, seeing it around a $1.2 trillion market cap, even pushing up to close to a $1.3 trillion market cap. It feels like we have the conversation on, we're not having the conversation on the fact that if the ETF gets approved, it's when the ETF does get approved, or ETFs do get approved when it comes to Bitcoin. And then you also bring in the Ethereum ETFs and you're like, okay, we have so many catalysts just on the board, so many things that are going to push this to potentially to the next level. We have now questions related to anything else that could also get an ETF, that could also have an ETF there. And people have asked me, they said, what is next? Are we going to see a BNB ETF? Are we going to see a CRO ETF, a Shiba Inu ETF, or maybe an XRP ETF? And I went into that discussion and I said, look, I think that BNB could definitely have an ETF with the consistency that does move. I feel like that fell a lot less than what you saw with Bitcoin, but it all depends on if it has demand to be created, right? Same thing with XRP. I feel like XRP could benefit from it, but right now with the drama that's still going on until any type of case resolves, I don't know if that's necessarily a thing that could happen. So I saw this article, which was from August 2023, August 11, 2023. So a few months ago, where it talks about an XRP ETF. Is an XRP ETF in the cards? Here's what you need to know. So we scroll down here. After cryptocurrency exchange Gemini followed the example of Coinbase and added XRP to its portfolio, it has sparked speculation of a possible XRP exchange traded fund, particularly in light of the previous Bitcoin spot Bitcoin ETF filings with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. Indeed, as Fox Business journalist Eleanor Terrett shared that Gemini has officially started offering XRP on its platform. Bloomberg's ETF research analysis, James, addressed the speculation regarding the possible XRP ETF launch in a post on X, formerly Twitter, on August 10th. Specifically, according to James, yes, at XRP. An XRP ETF is unlikely due to the SEC's current negative stance on cryptocurrencies. Crypto spot ETFs and Ripple, against whom it was waged a protracted legal battle, as well as a lack of demand from issuers to even give it a shot, as he explained. Don't think there's enough to launch an XRP ETF with the SEC, and there seems to be essentially zero demand from issuers to try. I mean, I would imagine that we would see them try, or there would be demand for them to try if there was more discussion there. I'm eventually, when you do have, either a settlement or a ruling that leans in one person's favor, one side's favor, hopefully in more of XRP's favor and Ripple's favor, well, now you have, maybe that demand. Now you have the freedom to kind of try and explore that and implement that. So while you had that in the past, now all charges are dropped for the CEO. You see that, and the chairman. You also see that you have XRP not being labeled a security, being relisted on Coinbase, Kraken, on Gemini, all these platforms. So honestly, it opens up the door for this to happen. So attempts at a spot crypto ETF. As a reminder, Winklevoss twins Cameron and Tyler, who co-founded crypto trading platform Gemini, first filed for a spot Bitcoin ETF like Trust in July 2013 in an effort to create an investment vehicle that tracks the price of Bitcoin and trades in in much the same manner to stocks on exchanges like the NASDAQ. And I would imagine they did that because they put a lot of money into Bitcoin right from the start and wanted to see the value of it grow, because it's kind of like insider trading, honestly. You're a part of it already, and you want to apply for this and build this up to something bigger. However, the SEC ultimately rejected this filing along with their second attempt in 2018, claiming no spot proposals do enough to protect investors from fraudulent and manipulative acts and practices. Whereas future-based Bitcoin ETFs have received a regulatory green light in the U.S. Meanwhile, the SEC approves the first leveraged Bitcoin futures ETF. Volatility shares 2x Bitcoin strategy ETF, which landed on June 27, 2023 on the Chicago Board Options. It seeks an investment result that corruption corresponds to 2 times the return of the Chicago Exchange Bitcoin Futures Daily Roll Index. As things stand, XRP token was at press time changing hands at the price of 63 cents, indicating an increase of 33% in the 24 hours, recording a 4.64% drop across the previous 7 days, but still gaining 33% on its monthly chart, according to the data retrieved on August 11th. So honestly, when I look at this and I break this down, it was months ago, and you see what has happened thus far. You see the progress that has been made within that case and how close we are to a settlement or, kind of a resolution. So understanding that portion of it may be gone, but depending on if you have any bad blood, if you have any, the SEC that really just gets upset about the fact that they didn't win, and ultimately not winning at all by getting a total judgment or just leaning on this settlement, that could be huge for XRP. But does that mean that we can get a spot ETF, that we can get a XRP ETF? I mean, I would love to see it, because I feel like it would bring more traditionalists into the XRP market, as well as like what you're seeing with Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum as well. But it's not something that's absolutely necessary right now. I believe that XRP will eventually get that, and you'll see everything that's really up in that higher tier get something like that, especially ones that don't have as much volatility, right? Still have that consistent growth, kind of like what you see with Bitcoin or what you see with Ethereum. You don't really see that across the board with any other position. BNB does look kind of like that. Without the speculation that's happening there, I would say the only reason you wouldn't is because of the lawsuit against Binance and, CZ, and as well as Coinbase and, Brian Armstrong there. So it's interesting. It's very, very interesting to say whether we will have a XRP ETF, whether we will have any other ETF. Are there any more that's ready to launch? Not at the moment. We're still kind of just trying to structure and get, the Bitcoin ETFs approved. So I don't know. We'll see. But guys, let me know your thoughts down below. And if you think that is possible, if you think that it even makes sense. I'm sure there's people that do. I'm sure there's people that don't. Just give me your arguments. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.